All uniforms need to be kept clean at the start of each shift and be kept reasonably clean during operations. This way, you don't become a source of contamination. Company-provided uniforms and personal items must be stored in their appropriate lockers. Compliance is monitored by monthly GMP audits. Anyone entering into the facility must follow all the GMP rules. The first step is wearing a hairnet. Make sure that when wearing the hairnet, you're covering your ears. All facial hair needs to be covered. If the person is not clean shaven, a beard net must be worn. The beard net straps must be worn over the top of the head and not around the neck to cover all facial hair properly. Long hair must be restrained to avoid it from falling out from the hairnet. Please note that we have different color hairnets. Read the signs and make sure that you are wearing the correct one. Office personnel and visitors use white lab coats. These are kept in the uniform locker area. Brown khaki uniforms are used for production and warehouse personnel. Blue uniforms are used for maintenance. All uniforms shall be worn correctly. Lab coats and shirts should be snapped up and tucked in to provide adequate coverage, and also to ensure that hair, perspiration, or other foreign materials do not contaminate the product. Temporary employees must follow all the GMP rules. Please note that temporary employees use green hairnets. Make sure that all your hair is tucked in inside the hairnet. If you have facial hair, make sure that you're wearing a beard net. Temporary employees use disposable lab coats, and these are available in the uniform area. When wearing a disposable lab coat, make sure that all the buttons are snapped all the way down. This will prevent any type of contamination. And now you're ready to wash your hands. Wet your hands with clean running water and apply soap. Rub hands together to make a lather and scrub all surfaces of your hand. Continue rubbing hands for 20 seconds. Remember to scrub between fingers, on the back of the hands, wrist, and under fingernail. Rinse hands well under running water. The water should be warm. Dry your hands using a paper towel and dispose paper towel. Only safety shoes are allowed inside the plant. Make sure that you are following the current safety shoe policy. The shoes must not be worn home. You must sanitize your shoes every time you're entering the plant. Make sure that the entire sole of your shoe is sanitized. A lint roller is used to remove lint, small fibers, and hair from materials such as clothing. Everybody who enters into the facility must follow this rule. Food is not permitted inside the facility. bottled water is not permitted unless it's used from the designated areas. Capri pants, shorts, and/or skirts are not allowed in the production area. Makeup, nail polish, or fake nails shall not be worn in the production or warehouse areas. Strong scented products such as perfume or aftershave shall not be applied before entering the plant. Jewelry shall not be worn in the factory. Medical bracelets are allowed with the approval of HR manager. Plain wedding bands are allowed. Make sure that your rings have no stone. At the beginning of the shift, you may collect all your tools from your assigned locker. When ending your shift, you may put your tools back into your locker. When using the restroom, make sure that you remove your lab coat and all your safety gear. We have different lab coat colors. Make sure that you read the signs and you're wearing it correctly. If you need to go outside for a smoke, make sure that you are wearing a brown lab coat. Make sure that the lab coat is snapped up completely all the way down to cover all your uniform. Smoke 25 feet away from entrance doors, preferably in designated areas. Do not discard cigarette butts on the floor. As a reminder, smoking is not permitted anywhere inside the plant. If you are going outside for your break or to the perimeter around the area, make sure that you are wearing a light blue lab coat. Blue lab coats are also kept inside the plant in case you need to do work outside the facility. Make sure that you sanitize your shoes when you come back in. All the food must be stored in the break room area and shall not be brought inside the plant. Nuts are not allowed in the break room and in the processing areas. No glasses allowed in the break room, and we only use shatterproof glass inside the plant. No food or drinks are allowed beyond the break room area. Any wound must be protected to prevent product contamination. If you have a minor cut, visit a first aid station and wear only blue band-aids. If you have a bandage from home, remove it and replace it with a blue one. Make sure the bandage is secured at all times. Any medication must be stored inside a sealed bag and must be stored in your locker or your personal office space. Make sure that your medication is properly closed, and if this is a liquid, it must be contained in a plastic bag in a closed drawer. Also, any personal hygiene products must be stored in a sealed bag inside your locker. We have a glove policy in order to maintain the safety and the integrity of our product. The green gloves are mainly used for sanitation or for non-food contact surfaces. Blue gloves are used for direct food contact surfaces and for usage on direct product. Gloves already used for food contact purposes cannot be kept and used again for any other further use. Blue gloves are also used by the warehouse for sampling products and raw materials. White gloves are only used inside the maintenance shop. Discard of gloves after each use. Plastic color rolls are used in the plant to facilitate cleaning purposes, covering and protecting equipment from debris while not in use. The pink plastic is used for food contact and clean equipment. The pink bags can be used to store any clean small parts and equipment. The clear transparent plastic is used to cover all finished products such as pallets and super bags produced in the American Canyon facility. The blue plastic is used for food contact equipment, and/or food contact equipment prior to washing. All chemicals must be stored in such a way that no cross-contamination can happen. Read the label and make sure that this is stored in the correct cabinet and location. Make sure that you check the safety data sheet for any product-related questions. Never leave any chemicals unattended. Any chemicals without label should be discarded. In order to prevent any cross-contamination between products, we must follow the color code system. Read the signs and make sure that you're using the correct tool for the job. Yellow tools are for milk products. Blue tools are for dark products. All tools need to be kept clean, organized, and in good condition. Never put product into direct floor contact.